Welcome back to another video on EFL Talk. I am host Mitchell alongside with Derby fan Daniel. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. So we're going to be going through this weekend's League One fixtures and see if we get any predictions right. To begin with, let me just get up so I can look at the games. First up is your team, Derby County, taking on Peterborough at Pride Park. It'll come up. Derby versus Peterborough United at Pride Park. Looking at the standings for both of these two teams, Peterborough sat second in the league, one defeat in the league that came to Plymouth Argyle, 4 wins on 12 points. Derby sit outside the playoffs on 8 points, so only separated by goal difference. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 3 goals scored, 2 against. Peterborough, if you see, they're not lacking in the attack area with 12 goals scored in 5 games, and the defense is actually doing pretty decent as well, only conceding 4 goals. For this game, I think if Derby are to get anything from this game, they need to start putting the chances away. What's your thought on this game then, Jack? Not Jack, Daniel.
To be honest, I did see in the group chat 3-0 Derby. Personally, looking at it, we had Peterborough in the Championship last season. And as you saw there, the head-to-head, we've won more head-to-head slightly. I've gone for a 3-2 to Derby.
A 3-2 Derby. Now, for me,
I think this is the game we're going to start 3-2 Derby.
Okay, then let me just get my prediction up, if I can. My prediction, I've gone with, just for the simple fact is Derby couldn't finish his shots and the chances off. If we go and look at Derby in more detail and check how much shots they're actually having in games. So first game of the season, they won 1-0 against Oxford. So that started off. Let's check the stats in that game. They had 13 shots, 1 goal. In 13 shots, they had 4 on target. Fair play. Who is it who got the goal? Can you remember? Conor Holohan. So first goal for Derby comes from Conor Holohan. So 13 shots, only 1 goal. Not too bad. You got the win. Cheltenham away. 15 shots, no goals. Something's got to be sorted with that attack. Mansfield, you won in the EFL Cup first round, 2-1. Let's check how many shots. 13 shots, ended up winning the game. Barnsley away, you've won as well. You beat them 2-1. Let's check the stats. 7 shots, so fewer shots this time. 2 on target, and both led to goals. Then these two. I think these two together, Shrewsbury and Fleetwood, averaged something like over 30 shots for both of them. So 13 shots there and led to a goalless draw. And then for Fleetwood here, 27 shots. So about 40 shots per them and 0-0 draws. Do you agree that something needs to be sorted in that attacking area?
Totally. And it's not just attack, as you know yourself. Midfield can score. Lewis Sibley against West Brom. Now, the only reason... Look, you put some stats on the other day. We had like 40 shots and over 1,000 passes, and I think it was like 80% possession in both games. Now, we need to finish our chances. Up front, we have Dobbin on loan from Everton. We have McGoldrick, ex-Sheffield United player. We all know how good he can be on form. We have, Houlihan, decent player. Mendes, Lang. We have these players that can score goals. We need to do it. I think Peterborough's going to be the game. We do it. I think Peterborough will be the game. We kick-start this season and we win. Like I say, I've gone for 3-2 because I think they have a very good attack force as well. And
Yeah.
they will, and I think personally, I think it'll be 2-2 until about the 85th minute. And then I think we'll get a late winner.
Well, for me, my prediction is a narrow 1-0 away win to Peterborough. Just think that if you don't start sorting the training, the shooting out, sooner or later, I just reckon it could start leading to 1-0, 2-0, even 3-0 defeats in the future of this league. But yeah, my prediction is a 1-0 Peterborough win. If you look there, obviously, Peterborough aren't scared to score goals, as they can score a lot more goals than Derby has proven. Obviously, Derby they've got a fresh team, pretty much. They have to all gel together. But yeah, I've gone with a 1-0 Derby, 1-0 Peterborough. You've gone 3-2 Derby. Next up is my team, Sheffield Wednesday, taking on Forest Green Rovers. Forest Green, obviously, newly promoted from League 2. Obviously, not a great start to the season, but better than being at bottom of the league in their first season in the opening 4 games. Obviously, they had a game postponed, which I believe was due to heavy rain. 1 draw, 1 win, and 2 losses for Forest Green. As for Sheffield Wednesday, just that 1 defeat for us, coming away at Peterborough United, going down to 10 men in the first half of that game. The other results ended in a draw first game of season 3-3, and then 3 wins leading to clean sheets. If we go and take a look at our games in a bit more detail as well, at the start of the season, we had a massive 3-3 draw against Portsmouth on the opening day, going down to 10 men with Lee Gregory getting sent off in the 90th minute. Then a few clean sheets in a row. First up, MK Dons away, apparently by Josh Windass, wraps up all 3 points. In the Carabao Cup, we beat Sunderland 2-0, a brilliant goal from Dennis Denneran. Cheltenham beat them 1-0, scrapper, but Backinson, I believe on his full debut, gets the goal to win us the game late on there. Obviously, I've just mentioned this one, 2-0 defeat to Peterborough, going down to 10 men as well. So 2 red cards already this season we've had, and both coming in the league. Another clean sheet here, a 2-0 win over Bolton. And then recently on Tuesday night, a 3-0 win over Rochdale. 3 superb goals that game. Definitely goal of the competition contenders. If we look here then at Forest Green Rovers results lately, I believe they've won the first game of the season. Yeah, I think they won the first game of the season, and yes, they did. There you go. There's the confirmation. They won 2-1 against Bristol Rovers away. Losing at home to Ipswich Town isn't a bad result, knowing that Ipswich are going to be up and around them playoff spots, even top 2 potentially. A 2-0 win against Leyton Orient in the Carabao Cup first round. Then a draw against Lincoln away. Not a bad result as well, away from home. A postponed game there for Accrington away at home. Then they lost 3-0 to Plymouth. Obviously, always going to be difficult going up against a team like Plymouth, a Peterborough, a Sheffield Wednesday, a Derby County, Barnsley. Always going to be difficult. And then last night, losing 3-0 to Brighton in the Carabao Cup second round. What's your score prediction for this game then, Daniel?
Me, personally, everyone's going to laugh when this goes out. I've got 5-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. A 5-0 win to Sheffield Wednesday.
5-0 Wednesday?
5-0. I just think, Wednesday, we all know, at the moment, Peterborough, Ipswich, Sheffield United are teams on form, banging in goals for fun. I just said Tuesday night, 3 out of 5 goals in that entire tournament. Goal of a tournament. Forest Green, if they're going to have to get something from it, you're going to have to get at least 1 or 2 men sent off. My personal, yeah, I think you've got too much experience in League One and the Championship to lose it. So, and you've signed some decent players. So, five now.
Okay, obviously we could see the debut of Malik Wilkes, obviously signed from Hull City not long ago, just a few days ago, Monday, he got announced. I don't know how long it is for, but all I know is it's on a undisclosed fee. But I've gone with not quite a 5-0 Wednesday win, but I have backed my own team to get all 3 points. I've gone with a 3-0 win. I reckon if we could bring that momentum from the Bolton away game last Saturday and the cup game against Rochdale, scoring 5 goals, conceding none in them 2 games joint together, I reckon we could also keep another clean sheet. Next up is 2 teams who should be in or around the playoff spot come the end of the season is league leaders Ipswich Town. Not thought I'd say that. Taking on Barnsley, who are struggling so far at the start of the season. Sat 16th in the league. Ipswich, good defensively. They are good defensively. Only conceded 2 goals all season so far in the opening 5 games of the season. Scored 10. They scored, what is it? 2nd, 3rd highest goals this season and joint the least amount with Derby this season so far. They sat top by 1 point. Barnsley, obviously Ipswich 4 wins, 1 draw, no losses, so they're unbeaten so far. They're one of the only 2 or 3 teams unbeaten. Barnsley, 2 wins, no draws, 3 losses on 6 points. What's your prediction for this game, Daniel?
I've gone for same score as Sheffield United, Forest Green Rovers. I've gone for 5-0. They're banging in goals for fun. Ipswich, you know, we all know that they're a big team, banging in goals for fun. Joint 2nd or 3rd best defense in the league. I can't see being a contest for Ipswich, to be honest.
All I'm going to mention is you're going to kind of get a few not good comments when this gets posted, because that's twice you've called Sheffield Wednesday Sheffield United. But yeah, for me,
sorry, my bad.
I've gone for Barnsley to actually get something against Ipswich. I reckon with James Norwood coming into the team, obviously Barnsley lost a few key players. Ipswich has got suitable replacement for them. But I am actually backing Barnsley to get something. I've gone for a 1-1 draw. But I'd love to see what actually happens in this game. Next up then, Wycombe Wanderers taking on Cheltenham Athletic. Look at the standings here. Cheltenham sat 6th in the league, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 8 points. And Wycombe, 2 wins, 3 losses, no draws. The latest win coming against Barnsley last weekend. I believe that was 3-0. But Wycombe's just not looked the same this season. From playoff finals last season, that defeat to Sunderland, I think it's just got Wycombe down. Obviously, Akinfenwa retiring as well. Cheltenham, good start to the season. As I mentioned, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Sat 6th. They're going to be one of them teams as well who's going to be in and around the playoffs, as you would think Wycombe would be as well. What's your score for this game then?
2-2. As you can see, they both can score goals and they can both concede goals.
Yeah.
2-2 is, I think it's a very fair result for them.
Yeah, as you can see there, obviously Cheltenham scored 9 goals, conceded 5. Wycombe scored 8, conceded 8. So I know where you're coming from there. My prediction, I've gone for a few goals in this game as well, but I've gone for an away win for Cheltenham. I just think this season they look a lot more better than last season. And I've gone for, obviously, Cheltenham's only defeat come at Wednesday at Hillsborough, which coming to Hillsborough for any team this season will be difficult to get any points from, knowing that the record that they're on, they've gone 6 months without a competitive defeat at Hillsborough. Pretty impressive, if you ask me as well.
Yeah.
For me, I've gone for a narrow 2-1 win for Cheltenham. Again, another game who I'd look forward to seeing. I'll talk about looking forward to seeing the result of is this game. Plymouth Argyle taking on Bolton Wanderers. Both are in and around the playoffs, in or around the playoffs. Bolton, their only defeat as well came to Sheffield Wednesday. Bolton, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 5 goals scored, 3 goals conceded. Plymouth Argyle, 3 wins, no draws, 2 losses, 8 goals scored, 7 conceded. So their defense is leaky at times, but they are not scared to score goals. For this one, if you look at Bolton's last game against us, if we can get it up. Yeah, if you can see there, 2-0 defeat to us. Not the best convincing game for Bolton. Conceding 2 goals in 2 minutes. No team wants to do that, concede 2 in 2 minutes. Especially when you've had the best chance of the game going up and almost going with the lonely Connor Bradley. George Byers, brilliant work by Bannon to play it down to Marvin Johnson. Gets it back towards the edge of the box by Johnson to first time play it into the box. Obviously, Palmer with the second goal on his 350th appearance as well. But Bolton just did not at all in that game did they look like they was going to actually get anything from that game. Statistics shows an even game. First half, 5 shots to 4, even half. And then second half, 4 shots to 4 shots. What score prediction for Plymouth versus Bolton then?
I've gone for 2-0 to Bolton.
Okay, and the reason behind that?
Plymouth, yeah, looking at that stats there, because I kind of looked up the stats myself, and Bolton, yes, they conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes against Sheffield Wednesday. But Sheffield Wednesday are one of them teams that they're either really, 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 really good and a team to watch, or they're a team that going to win 1 or 2-0. I think Sheffield Wednesday are just off this planet at the moment. I'm just struggling to see Plymouth score. I think their defence is too leaky and Bolton's is slightly better.
Yeah. Well, I've actually gone for both teams to score this game. I have gone for both teams to score. But I do agree with you, a Bolton win. But I'm going for a 2-1 win for Bolton. Next up is Port Vale, newly promoted side hosting Portsmouth. Portsmouth will be in and around that playoffs as well, as you would expect. They are currently sat 3rd in the league. Conceded 5 goals. Not bad. It's not bad at all. There's some teams that have conceded a lot more than that. You see teams at the bottom end of the table conceding 8 goals, conceding 14 goals in the first 5 games of the season. Not what you want to do at the start of the season. They've won 3, drawn 2, lost none, scored 12 goals. So they are proving that they aren't afraid to score. Port Vale, mid-table. Mid-table for a newly promoted side. They conceded 7 goals, scored 5. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw along the way. What's the score please for this game? 3rd against 11th.
Yeah, this was a tough one because I think Portsmouth are a very good side and they're also one of the teams banging in goals for fun. The defence isn't the worst. It's not the best. Port Vale, newly promoted. I've gone for a 5-2 victory to Portsmouth.
5-2, so you've gone for goals galore. For me, I've gone... Yeah, for me, I've just gone for a straightforward 3-0 away win for Portsmouth. I just reckon they've got too much quality in that team. Port Vale is going to have a masterclass to come out and get Portsmouth first defeat of the season.
Yeah.
Up next, then, is Accrington Stanley taking on Exeter City, another newly promoted side, and the third of the fourth newly promoted side. See there, not much separating the two teams. 5 games in, 4 games in. Obviously, Accrington's got a game in hand and just a point behind them. Exeter, 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. A win would indeed take them into the playoffs for now, depending on the results of the 4 teams above them. Accrington, 1 win, 3 draws, no losses. Game in hand, as I've just mentioned, against majority, pretty much all the teams. What's scope for this one then?
This one was a tough one because, Exeter, as you know yourself, they've been on fire. The start of the season, they've been a really good team from newly promoted. Accrington, as you can see, they're banging in goals for fun. They're conceding a lot as well. I've gone for a 2-1 victory to Exeter.
For me, I've gone for a straightforward. I don't think many goals will be in this game. I've gone for a narrow 1-0 win. I reckon the goal will come at night will come late into the game. I reckon it will just be late, and I reckon it could even be from a set piece. Next up,
1-0 for, sorry.
Say that again.
So who was your 1-0 win for? You just said cool.
Next up, Morecambe against MK Dons. MK Dons have an impressive Carabao Cup second round win against Championship Watford. Brilliant game there. But right here is a relegation battle already at the start of the season. 22nd against 23rd. One team with just 1 win, one team with no wins. MK Dons, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses, 4 points. Morecambe, no wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. What's your opinion on this game, and who do you think will walk away with the 3 points?
This is a tough one because MK Dons did beat Watford. But to be fair, it's not hard to beat Watford at the moment. I think I've gone for it's going to be sloppy. 90 plus 1 minute winner. MK Dons 1-0.
Okay, well, for me, I've gone with a 2-1 MK Dons win. I just think Morecambe, the amount of second season syndrome here, I reckon they've got a massive chance at going down. They're one of only 2 teams not to score a goal in this EFL League One season, and I just can't see them winning. They've only scored 2 goals in 5 games, conceding 6. But yeah, I've gone for a 2-1 MK Dons win. Next up is Cheltenham against Oxford United, 2 teams who haven't done well either. And apparently, while I was watching a video from an Oxford fan earlier, is Oxford has apparently sacked their manager as well. So apparently Oxford has actually sacked the manager, whether it's official and confirmed or whether it's going to be confirmed, or even if they lose this game, will it be confirmed? Both teams, again, a relegation battle. Oxford, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses, scoring 3 goals, conceded 5 goals. Cheltenham in the relegation zones, winning 1, drawing 1, losing 3, scoring 3, conceding 6 goals. For me, for this game, I've gone with a 1-1 draw. Nothing for either of these teams can separate from me. What about you then, Daniel?
You see, I've not gone for no, I've gone for 1-1. They're both very much on par. 3 goals scored to 5 and then 3 goals scored to 6 conceded. It's going to be a drab. I think it's going to be a drab season. And yes, Oxford, first game of the season, played really well against us. But, I think that was just first game of the season, slightly, took us to 80th minute, but I think it'll be a drab 1-1, 1 goal in each half.
Okay, so I've gone for 1-1 as well, in fact, as well. Let's just load again. because for some reason something's happened. But next up is Lincoln taking on Fleetwood Town. So Lincoln taking on Fleetwood Town. What's your thoughts of this game then, Daniel? Let's just get the league table up.
And Lincoln Fleetwood, I've gone for 0-0.
Any specific reason why?
I just think, without actually looking at the stats, I did look at the stats earlier, but I haven't actually. I can't remember what the stats were for these ones. Just give me a second. I'll have a quick look on my phone. Lincoln and Fleetwood.
So if you look here,
There we go.
see Lincoln are sat in 17th place with 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss, scoring 4 goals, conceding 7. They drew the first 3 games of the season, ending that with a win, and then losing the last game of the season. With Fleetwood under Scott Brown up to 14th in the league. Better start the season this season. 1 win, 3 draws, 1 loss. The exact same as obviously Lincoln, scoring 4 goals, conceding 4. They lost the first game of the season. I believe that was to Port Vale. And they're unbeaten since. Unbeaten in 4 league games. Obviously, had an FA Cup, Carabao Cup defeat to Everton, Premier League side. Only losing 1-0 though. For Fleetwood, that is an actually decent result. They won and then drawing 3 in a row. So what did you say for this score prediction?
I said it would be 0-0. I just think, both teams, they've had kind of a reverse season. 3 draws for Lincoln, a win and a loss. And then Fleetwood, loss, win, 3 draws. I just think it's going to be another draw for them both.
Yeah, well, I've gone with a 2-0 Fleetwood win. I reckon they'll get that second win of the season. And I reckon it will kickstart the season. I do think Fleetwood will stay up in charge of Scott Brown. Next up then, this game here, Cambridge United taking on Burton Albion. Cambridge sitting 10th in the league, 7 points, 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, scoring 5 goals, conceding 7. Burton Albion all the way down at the bottom of the table with no wins, 1 draw, 4 losses, scoring 4 goals. They're not looking good in that attack, conceding 14 in 5 games is appalling. It is literally a shambles there. Something needs to happen. They're conceding way too much goals. They're only on 1 point. They could be at risk of relegation to League 2 if they keep this up. They need to improve that defense, in my opinion. Need to improve the attack as well. Get some goal scoring threat in that team. For me, I've gone for an easy. I do think they'll get a goal against Cambridge, but I've gone for an easy 3-1 home win for Cambridge. What about you, Daniel?
I've gone for 4-0 win to Cambridge. As you can see, Cambridge have scored 5, conceded 7. That's not bad stats if you look at some of the other teams around them. We've scored more goals than Derby. Let's throw that in there. Burton's defence, absolutely shocking. Even an under 10s football team probably conceded less goals than that in the first 5 games. And I think they've just sacked Hasselbank as well, haven't they?
Yes.
So I think that might affect the morale as well.
And the final game then we'll talk about is Bristol Rovers, the final Newport side, going up against Shrewsbury Town, who managed to survive relegation last season, signing some quality players, in my opinion, for League 1 level for Shrewsbury. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, 5 points. Scoring 2 goals, though, so they need more threat in that attack, conceding 5. Bristol Rovers are just above them as well by a point. Scoring 2, winning 2, drawing none, losing 3. Scored 7 goals, conceded 8. For me, I've got nothing to separate it. I've gone with a 2-2 draw. I just reckon Bristol Rovers. I reckon Bristol Rovers could be the one with having more experience in League One. I reckon they'll just bring that experience in and finish the higher of the 4 newly promoted side. But I have gone for a 2-2 draw here. What about you then, Daniel?
I've gone for a 1-0 win to Bristol Rovers, just down to experience being in the league and the players, and they've scored a few more goals. I can't see it being a high scoring game, but just for 1-0, I think we'll do it for Bristol Rovers.
Okay, then that is it for today's video. If you're going to like it, please like, subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you in the next video.